It's Tuesday, December 2nd. In the headlines, Jamaica Customs Agency clarifies video rumors and assures fast processing of relief shipments. Over 100 banana farmers to receive funds under the Catastrophe Insurance Fund. In business news, we have news on the financial market. Regionally, University of the West Indies Vice Chancellor hails Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister as leader of new independence era. And in sports, West Indies aiming to make history in the final 2025 Test Series. This is the news on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. There is new clarity from the Jamaica Customs Agency on how relief items and overseas shipments are being processed in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. It follows a viral video that sparked public concern about delayed bags at the airport. Customs is now breaking down what really happened, how relief goods should be sent into the country, and what Jamaicans can expect as Christmas shipping ramps up. We have the details in this report from Denida Rodney.
Customs officials say the viral video alleging that officers were holding on to relief bags left many Jamaicans confused. But according to the Jamaica Customs Agency, the issue was not misconduct, it was delayed luggage. Chief Information Officer Andre Williams explains that airlines had approved extra bags and weights for travelers bringing relief supplies, causing a surge in checked items and limited cargo space.
What would have happened though is that there are a number of baggages that were delayed from an earlier flight. And then of course, based on the different arrangements for some persons may be traveling out of town, there are persons who decide to wait. It does not necessarily mean, however, that those bags may be coming on the next flight. So persons would definitely have to await the information that is coming from the airline.
And with the government lifting import duties and GCT on approved relief items until December 31, Mr. Williams says the process is now even smoother for anyone bringing in supplies.
And of course, in regards to the details as to how to coordinate and to ensure that these are approved items, there are lists of approved or registered products that can be used locally. And then they would have to know, of course, inform the respective bodies to get those coordinated for the donations once they have been approved to be shipped here and be processed.
For larger relief donations, including medical supplies or items for schools, he says shipments must go through the right national agencies.
In fact, if you should go to supportjamaica.gov.jm, there's a national needs list that is provided in regards to relief supplies, temporary housing, emergency equipment, etc. And of course, that guides the donors as in regards to what it is that is needed at national level.
Got it.
And likewise is the case for the National Education Trust and of course NHEF, as you mentioned.
The Chief Information Officer is urging the public to rely on official information, especially during relief efforts.
We always ask persons to consult our website. It's jca.gov.jm. In fact, as you get to the landing page, the details in regards to these various categories of reliefs and the list of items can be found right on our landing page.
For a full list of approved relief items, extended hours, and guidance on shipments, visit jca.gov.jm. Reporting for the news on PBCJ, I am Denida Rodney.
116 banana and plantain farmers registered under the Catastrophe Insurance Fund are set to receive payouts from the Banana Board, following assessments of damage caused by Hurricane Melissa. Banana Board General Manager Janet Connie told the press that $20 million will be dispersed to affected farmers, with notifications now underway so claims can be processed. Ms. Connie says the fund aims to deliver payouts within a month, noting that the support is essential to restoring production quickly. She adds that the board will continue working closely with farmers to provide technical assistance for the recovery effort. Banana and plantain farmers seeking technical support may contact the Banana Board at 876-922-5490. That's 876-922-5490. Several families and members of the Treasure Beach Women's Group in St. Elizabeth recently received dignity kits and care packages, courtesy of the UNFPA's Gender-Based Violence Response and Humanitarian Response teams, in collaboration with the Bureau of Gender Affairs. St. Elizabeth was one of the hardest hit parishes during the passage of Hurricane Melissa on October 28. Although some persons were still cleaning up, the women came out in their numbers to participate. President of the Treasure Beach Women's Group, Mrs. Fern Faulkner-Lueck, welcomed the Principal Director of the BGA, Sharon Coburn-Robinson, and the other visitors, sharing some of the group's ongoing outreach activities.
We also have at Christmas time, we have care packages that go out to the elderly and indigent, and the youth go to the pediatric ward in Black River, treat the kids there, entertain them, and they've also painted a mural to cheer the kids.
Attendees benefited from psychosocial support, counseling, and referrals provided by members of the BGA's response team, as well as the UNFPA's team. Mrs. Jenny Carlson is the officer in charge from the UNFPA for the Caribbean.
As UNFPA, we believe that women, grassroots organizations are really integral to the recovery efforts and the relief efforts after the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. So for us, it's really important to work with the government of Jamaica, with the Bureau of Gender Affairs, to support strengthening the capacities of the women-led organizations to really respond to the needs of the people that have been affected. And as UNFPA, we are really looking at the needs of the women and the girls. So inside these dignity kits, we have essential items for women and girls, such as sanitary pads, toothbrush, comb, and shampoo, soap, so that these items can really give some relief. As part of all of the relief that is required, we are here to really be able to also talk to the women and the girls about their critical needs at this stage.
Treasure Beach is a collection of coastal communities and bays and a center for community tourism. And the Treasure Beach Women's Group is but one of several community groups being served by the Bureau of Gender Affairs. The agency's rural psychologist, Monique Fitzgerald, spoke highly of this group's outreach activities.
We have been working with the Treasure Beach Women's Group for about 25 years now. It is one of our long-standing groups that the Bureau of Women's Affairs and the Bureau of Gender Affairs have worked with. So we have a long-standing partnership. We know the work that they have done for not only their community, but for the wider communities in St. Elizabeth and other parishes.
Cecenia Moxham Nelson is an executive member of the group.
I work other jobs and still come here, and I love what this organization been doing. We take care of our elderly, our disabled, and empower youth, which is really what it's all about in our community. The sustainability, I love it.
The UNFPA is here along with the Bureau of Standards. What do you think about this initiative that they've, embarked on today?
It's a great initiative, and I am really happy to be a part of it. To be here to see this. I heard about the Bureau of Gender Affairs for many years. I've been here working with the youth and, come to be close with one of the representative, Monique, and even Nardia, over the years. And we are like sisters, so the sisterhood and things like that, I'm loving every bit of it. And that our people of the community can get some aid here.
In our Living Healthy report this week, we zone in on the human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, and the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS. On December 1, Jamaica joined the world to recognize World AIDS Day and spread awareness about the disease. The Pan American Health Organization, of which Jamaica is a part, has pledged to continue its fight to end the spread of HIV and AIDS. PAHO head Dr. Jabas Barbosa says the organization has made progress such as reduced AIDS-related deaths in the region and ongoing challenges like a rise in new infections in Latin America, particularly among key populations.
Our region has made significant progress, from expanding access to long-acting medicines to adopting simplified treatments that transform lives. Today, innovations such as lenacapavir, a twice-yearly injection that can prevent HIV infection, and other therapies that make treatment easier and more effective mark a new path forward. Innovation drives access and quality of care in our region. From telemedicine strategies with self-testing that expand pre-exposure prophylaxis in Brazil, Ecuador, and Paraguay, to decentralized models in Belize and Nicaragua that bring primary care closer to people.
Time now for the business report with Denise Williams.
Welcome to today's Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, here to bring you the stories shaping the financial world and guiding your journey to smarter business decisions. Let's dive into the top headlines. In a press release sent, a consortium of multilateral development financing partners announced that they have created a comprehensive package of up to US $6.7 billion over 3 years to support Jamaica's recovery and reconstruction efforts, following a request from Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The consortium consists of the Caribbean Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean, Inter-American Development Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank Group. However, with damages estimated at US $8.8 billion, the country's recovery will require significant resources and long-term investments. Already, there is a comprehensive recovery planning underway, focusing on critical priorities and reinforcing Jamaica's resilience. To this end, the consortium is working closely with the Government of Jamaica and other partners to support this process. As such, a new financial support package of up to US $3.6 billion could be made available to finance the government's recovery and reconstruction program over the next 3 years. The Jamaica Central Security Depository Trustee Services last week convened a town hall meeting attended by note holders, arrangers, and brokers for the bonds to share with them the terms of the proposal negotiated with the Michael Leachin majority-owned companies by the committee. This proposal has been framed in a resolution that will be put before all note holders at an in-person meeting scheduled between December 2 and December 11. The trustee has issued notice of the meetings to all note holders, with brokers assisting with the dissemination of the notices. This development comes as the three companies missed a key November 27 deadline, promoting bondholders to form a negotiation committee led by Sagicor Group Jamaica President Christopher Zaka to represent their interests. The committee has completed negotiations for a new repayment schedule with the companies, which have missed a number of previously set deadlines. For the trading period ending December 1, 2025, these were the most actively traded stocks. Dollar Financial Services Limited with 78,094,372 units, or 85.11% of market sales volume. Trans-Jamaican Highway Limited with 4,148,526 units, representing 4.52% of market sales volume. R.A. Williams Distributors Limited with 1,385,067 units, representing 1.51% of market sales volume. We now shift our focus to the Forex market rate set by the Bank of Jamaica. On December 1, 2025, the Bank of Jamaica reported US $51.29 million purchased and US $40.56 million sold by Forex traders. Forex traders earned $1.43 per dollar, selling the US at $159.62 and buying the US at $161.05. The Canadian dollar netted Forex traders $1.15 per transaction, with selling at $115.08 and buying at $113.93. The British pound yielded Forex traders $1.41 in profits, with selling at $211.30 and buying at $212.71. For our credit report of the day, when borrowing gets expensive and banks tighten their standards, small business owners must shift into strategy mode fast. Start by tightening your financials. Clean books, updated tax filings, and strong cash flow statements give lenders zero reasons to hesitate. Strengthen both your business and personal credit so you stand out when approval rates drop. Build multiple banking relationships so you're never dependent on a single institution's policies. Boost cash flow discipline with smarter invoicing, stronger collections, and tighter expense control. Increase liquidity reserves so that you can operate confidently even when credit slows. And stay open to alternative financial options, from angel investors to revenue-based financing, to keep your business expanding while others stall. And that wraps up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams, reminding you that every financial decision is a step toward your future. Until next time, stay focused, stay informed, and keep striving for success. See you soon.
In regional news, the University of the West Indies Vice Chancellor, Sir Hilary Beckles, says Trinidad and Tobago is entering what he calls Phase 2 of its independence. Speaking at a weekend ceremony honoring retirees and new members of the West Indies group of university teachers, Sir Hilary praised Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa's leadership, describing her expansion of tertiary education and the opening of the UWI South Campus as a bold, visionary move.
Vice-Chancellor of the University of the West Indies, Professor Sir Hilary Beckles, says Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessa was a visionary for seeking to open the southern campus of the university. Delivering remarks at a ceremony entitled An Homage to Heroism over the weekend, Sir Hilary told retired and new members of the West Indies group of university teachers, WIGUT, that it took courage from the Prime Minister in her first term to bring tertiary education to all parts of the nation.
We have neglected our people in the south of this republic. Port of Spain has done what it had to do by harboring this campus and taking care of it. The time came for us to go into the South and bring all of our people into the light so we can build these nations.
Sir Hilary said a similar movement needed to happen in Jamaica since most tertiary learning was centered in UWI-Mona campus, thereby keeping education away from persons who could not afford to make the journey across the island. He called the Penal campus the most significant development in UWI since the Barbados Cave Hill site. The UWI Vice-Chancellor is now calling the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago the leader of what he says is Phase 2 of our regional independence movement.
Jamaica needs to do that. Trinidad and Tobago needs to do that. And Prime Minister Kamla is in an excellent position to lead this republic into Phase 2 of its development journey. In much the same way that Eric Williams led Phase 1, I believe it is now important for our Prime Minister to lead in Phase 2, to bring our young people back into the center of development.
The UWI South campus is currently being rehabilitated for reopening. No set date has been given.
As the newly appointed president, Lieutenant Colonel the Most Honorable Jeffrey Bostic placed emphasis on the youth. Prime Minister Mia Mottley spoke about national development. The Barbados Prime Minister called attention in particular to the responsibility and role everyone has in crime prevention and reduction. Akeem Klinkett reports.
Prime Minister Mottley spoke about keeping Barbados safe and prosperous. She said reclaiming communities is not just about law enforcement, but also people in general making the right choices.
The choice not to harbor criminals or wrongdoing. The choice not to glorify violence by signs or actions or lyrics. The choice not to turn away when a young person is drifting into trouble, but instead to guide and to open doors.
The Prime Minister went on to remind Barbadians about the 6 missions and beacons adopted in an effort to make the island a world-class destination by 2030. The missions are climate resilience, social cohesion, food and water security, public health and safety, worker empowerment, and digital inclusion, while the beacons of renewal are voices of accountability, guardians of cleanliness, agents of respect, creators of solutions, and global citizenship. While encouraging people to play their part, Ms. Mottley promised that government too will fulfill its role.
We believe that while government must continue to do the large transformational things, that it is equally required to do the small things that help people understand and appreciate that they can cope and sleep better each and every night. That is our solemn commitment to you.
Prime Minister Mottley also congratulated the new president, Lieutenant Colonel the Most Honorable Jeffrey Bostic. She asked the nation to follow his example in being a true son of the soil.
Our new president, as I said, is the embodiment of what we now ask of every citizen. A man who accepted responsibility, did not become weary, rose to the occasion, and at every stage of his life has reflected love of country and love of people.
The Prime Minister said that as the country marches towards the 60th year of independence and 5th year as a republic, it should continue always to strive for excellence. Akeem Plinkett, CBC News.
Further afield, the Hainan Free Trade Port is an ambitious project that aims to transform into an international trade hub by 2050. This bold Chinese initiative offers valuable lessons that Jamaica and the Caribbean can consider adopting to boost their own economic growth and global competitiveness. Marlon Samuels reports.
The Hainan Free Trade Port is a bold initiative by the Chinese government. to transform Hainan into a leading international trade hub by 2050. To make this vision a reality, the government has rolled out a number of innovative policies, such as tax breaks, to attract global businesses and talent.
Hainan FTP has a zero tariff policy. The products and industries covers under this policy are the most compared to other places in China. Also, the Double 15 preferential tax policy is also the most preferential one in China. We also mentioned the duty-free processed good imported to mainland China. That policy is very unique in China.
These policies are designed to create a more open and business-friendly environment, encouraging foreign investments and facilitating international trade. Extensive preparations are also underway for customs operations. This includes upgrading custom facilities with cutting-edge technology, such as automated clearance systems, and highly trained staff, training to ensure cargo is handled swiftly and securely.
On November the 18th, just 1 month before the official launch, we have conducted a trial, which is a joint trial project among all the departments related to the special custom operation. It's just like we are practicing what's going to happen after that. And from the looks of that trial, everything is running very smoothly and stably. At the early stage of the preparation, we also focused on both hardware and software preparations, including infrastructure construction and also data-empowered IT systems.
These strategic measures aim to enhance trade efficiency while maintaining security and positioning Hainan as a key player in China's evolving economic landscape. By studying Hainan's approach, Jamaica and the Caribbean can explore ways to modernize their trade infrastructure, attract more international investments, and accelerate economic growth. Reporting from Hainan, I'm Marlon Samuels for the news on PBCJ.
In sports, we're on the pitch with cricket. The West Indies are currently engaged in their final bilateral series of 2025, a 3-match test tour at Hagley Oval in Christchurch. For West Indies Test captain Ruston Chase, the mission is clear: stay ready, stay sharp, and make history. Here's more from Nasira Mohammed.
The West Indies have not beaten New Zealand in a test series on their soil since 1995. But Chase believes the energy from the white ball team's performances can fuel confidence.
It's good for the energy in the camp. I mean, a lot of the guys were in those teams as well. So it's just to feed that energy onto the new guys and giving them that belief and the confidence that it can be done.
The Caribbean side enjoyed solid preparation with a 2-day practice match, especially valuable for the batters and newcomers adjusting to Kiwi conditions.
And the guys really that weren't here for the ODIs and the T20s that weren't really accustomed to the conditions and stuff, they really got a chance to experience it and get familiar. So far the preparation has been good.
With seam-friendly pitches expected in New Zealand, the West Indies bowlers are embracing the conditions, especially with the return of veteran pacer Kemar Roach, whose experience and firepower add a crucial edge. Roach re-enters the lineup with 284 test wickets to his name. But Chase says his value goes far beyond the numbers.
Senior guy, he's a leader in himself. He's not just a guy that comes and does his thing and goes back to his room and he doesn't really help the others. He's a guy that really leads the bowling attack and encourages and support the younger guys in terms of giving them that knowledge and the confidence to come and bowl the cricket ball for long periods.
Still, Chase isn't underestimating the challenge, especially against a Kiwi side that's tough at home, even if they haven't played much Test cricket recently. And with rain in the forecast for parts of the series, the West Indies skipper knows adaptability will be key.
And that's the news on PBCJ. You can follow us on our social media platform at PBCJamaica. Thank you so much for watching.